Muhammad Ali. He is known as the greatest and was a heavyweight boxing champion, but during his life, he did so much more. Muhammad Ali was born on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, as Cassius Marcellus Clay, Jr., which he thought of as a slave name. He was a descendant of slaves, so the last name Clay was given to his ancestors many years earlier. He was black and he lived in the South, so he was treated very unfairly because of segregation and severe racism at the time. When Cassius was 12, his dad got him a bike, but someone stole it shortly after he got it. His family was poor, so a bike was a big investment. He wanted to, quote, whoop whoever stole it. He told a police officer about his bike being stolen and his plans to fight for it. The officer told him that he would need to train to know how to fight, which, little did he know, would be the start of his career. He started training hard, which inspired one of his many quotes. "I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now, and live the rest of your life as a champion." Muhammad Ali was so much more than just a boxer. He was a black Muslim who was also a civil rights protester. He was from Kentucky, where being Muslim was uncommon and blacks were treated unfairly. Muhammad Ali once went to a restaurant in his hometown of Louisville after returning from the Rome Olympics with a gold medal in 1960. He asked for some food, and the waiter told him that they didn't serve blacks. Cassius told her that he wasn't going to eat it, he just wanted food. She still said no, and Cassius got so mad that he threw his gold medal that he proudly earned into the Ohio River behind that restaurant. He has always been against that kind of treatment of people, slavery, segregation, and racism, to name a few. Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali in 1964 after converting to Islam. He wanted his name to mean something Muslim, and to sound like a name a slave wouldn't have because he was unhappy about his slave heritage. He took the name Muhammad from the Arab prophet and founder of Islam, and Ali, who was Muhammad's first true successor. He made his name sound more important, so he would feel like the greatest that everyone thought he was. He has made many protests about anti-racism, his Islamic beliefs, and on a lot of other subjects. But he really got his point across well. He used a poetic form of speech, or says a sentence with a punch to it, with a strong meaning, many of which end up being famous quotes. He made a lot of people think differently about how they see things. While he was Muslim, he wasn't born Muslim. He was raised Christian, but later decided to convert to Islam for his own reasons. It really ended up affecting his life in so many ways. He met a man named Malcolm X, who was his Muslim mentor. Ali spent a lot of time studying Islam and developing himself. One of the best examples of Muhammad Ali taking a stand was when he refused Army induction during the Vietnam War, which was a big deal. He was told by the government that he had to join the army to go fight in the war, and it was illegal to refuse. But even then, he still stood up for himself and many others by refusing to fight in the war. Not that he wanted to break the laws, he just couldn't allow himself to go to war for someone else's problems under his religion. This is because Islam is a religion of peace. They don't believe in fighting for anyone else's reasons. Because of his Islamic beliefs, he had to refuse to go to war, because otherwise he would be defying the rules of his religion. As a result, he was put in prison for 5 years and was even banned from boxing for 3 years, as well as being fined $10,000. Later in life, he had Parkinson's disease, which is a disease that makes you shake uncontrollably. This can affect your speech and driving skills. Towards the end of his life, he was unable to speak at all because of the symptoms. His doctors believe it was caused by the many blows to his head during his boxing career. He died June 3, 2016, at the age of 74, from a breathing problem in Phoenix, Arizona. Muhammad Ali was a great example of standing up for what you believe in, focusing on goals and improvement, and, even though he was a boxer, a commitment to peace. He once said, "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." Or perhaps Muhammad Ali said it best himself. I've always wanted to be more than just a boxer, more than just a 3-time heavyweight champion. I wanted to use my fame, and this face that everyone knows so well, to help uplift and inspire people around the world.